Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at releasing a video on Christmas, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name's Benj.
And my name is Isaac. And for those dedicated fans out there, you probably did realize that we didn't actually release a video. Well, I mean, we did and we didn't.
Technically released
We
a video.
promised a Christmas video on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as it would so happen to be, Christmas week is really busy.
Yeah, apparently
There's
that
just
happens.
Parties and present making and present wrapping and present opening, and we never got around to filming an actual video. Thankfully, we had an old video recorded and ready to go from about 6 months ago that we never released.
Well, I know we tried to release it, but we were just looking through our videos the other day, and we noticed that there's one that just failed to release or whatever.
And for some reason, our multitude of fans never actually said anything about it.
Yeah, I would have expected outrage, but
Apparently not.
apparently nobody really cares if we miss a week.
But with that being said, it is the time of year where we need to release another Christmas video. So how do you release a Christmas video after Christmas? You do a video about the day after Christmas.
Yep.
It's almost a holiday in and of itself, depending on how you celebrate it.
I mean, this is kind of, well, don't they call it Boxing Day or something?
Yeah, but we're not Canadian or British.
Yeah, but this is actually nice because now we can talk about Christmas, what we did for Christmas. Because
Exactly.
next week it's too late to talk about what we did for Christmas.
Yeah, because then you're getting into New Year's, and then everybody forgets about
I mean,
holidays
next week
until
literally is New Year's.
Valentine's Day. Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah. So now you guys, because we waited, an extra day, you guys get to hear the secrets of what we do on Christmas Day.
I'll let you go first.
Well, since Christmas Day was on Sunday, I went to church, and then I went home and took a nap. Then
The secrets are just unbelievable.
See, and you might be like, well, if you just took a nap, why didn't you go record a video? Well, Isaac wasn't taking a nap at that time.
No.
His nap was at a different time.
Portion of the day was when my nap was occurring.
And then for supper, I went to my brother's house, and that was basically the main Christmas event that we did. For my family, we played games, ate some potatoes, scalloped and mashed.
Scalloped and mashed.
Yeah. It's not a Uyghur Christmas if there aren't two kinds of potatoes, as they say.
Oh my gosh.
And there's ham.
Hang on.
Are you using weird tools over there?
Okay. So, for those of you dedicated, or people who at least watch the intro of our video, you know that we have rules on this channel.
Yeah.
Ballpoint pen only. I noticed that it was not the ballpoint pen
Oh,
that I was using.
interesting.
Someone clearly came in and sabotaged our recording studio.
Oh, yeah. It must have been that, not any other possible reason.
So I would like to apologize for what you just had to see. If it looked bad to you or confusing or you weren't quite sure what I was drawing, it was definitely due to the pen
Yeah, well, I mean,
not
it'll just be
being
worse
a real...
now, this time, I'm sure.
Oh gosh, it already is. Yeah, but we have standards as artists, you know? If you don't have standards as artists, you're just a standardless artist.
Yeah. One interesting thing about going to my brother's house is he showed me his giant airsoft arena that he built in his backyard.
I was hearing about that.
It's surprisingly 300 feet by 300 feet or something.
Yeah, it's
And he has these wooden things set up everywhere, and some metal, and it's crazy. It's better than some of the professional airsoft and paintball arenas I've gone to.
Really?
Before.
That is pretty impressive, actually.
Yep.
We should all be impressed. I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
Benj clearly is.
Yep, I was impressed.
he keeps inviting me to go out and play,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know that I'm ever going to be at the level he and his compatriots are. I was hearing about
Well,
that.
not all of them are good.
Yeah, but most of them are like decked out in like hundreds of dollars worth of just clothing for the event.
I don't think it's most of them. I think it's like 3 of them.
Yeah, again.
And then the rest just like borrow the stuff and shoot their teammates in the back. Like they were telling me about some of their stories, and it sounds like 3 of them, take it serious, and then like everyone else doesn't.
The other thing about airsoft, at least where we live, is realistically, you can only do airsoft here for like 3 months a year.
That's not true.
Okay, 4 months a
There's
year.
only like 3 months a year you can't do it.
There's quite a long time where it's like
And
150 degrees out.
Yeah, that's for that's like 2 months. And even those months you can do it. You just do it at night. He was also showing me his things. He has like glow in the dark airsoft pellets, and then something that like shines a light on them as they're leaving the barrel, so it looks like a laser gun when it shoots.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. See, my uncle is Benja's brother, and my other uncle, who's not Benja's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we're just gonna sound really complicated now.
We're gonna sound like one of those backwoods family.
We're not really, to my knowledge, yet. But the point is, he was showing me his airsoft gun yesterday and telling me all about the arena. See, your Christmas, pretty traditional. Did you open up presents on Christmas though?
No.
Yeah. See, you're one of those people who doesn't open.
I mean, you watched me open my like 2 presents. Yeah, that's all of my presents.
I didn't know if
I'm an adult. Do you think I'm just getting presents all over the place?
Of course I don't think that.
I get like 2 presents. We do our Secret Santa, and then my parents give me a gift. And that's all my gifts.
What did you get from your parents?
You watched it. I got that toolkit.
Oh yeah. Did you get any shirts like you wanted?
I got the shirt you saw. With the
That
Tyranitar.
was a pretty cool shirt, I'll admit.
Yep. Yeah, for the Secret Santa. Yeah, we do like a Secret Santa. Isaac does it with us. And we like all of us we get, obviously, you know how Secret Santas work. We get a secret person. It's not secret to us. And then we make a gift for them. And that's the unique thing about ours, is that instead of just like buying a gift, we try to do something creative.
I feel like at some point in the history of us doing this, we were like, yeah, we'll make gifts. That's easier and cheaper. And now it's like, man, every year the gift has to be a little better quality than the year before. So it's
I think that's mostly just like me and you, and Lauren and Josh have gotten into it too, because most of the people are just like, oh, I'll make a bracelet or a shirt. You know, it's like you just print something onto a shirt and give it to them, and that's like cheap, easy.
It's true, but then there's you and me who spent like the week prior to Secret Santa building an entire crazy board game.
Plus, so far every year after I made the board game, I was never happy with it, and usually completely remade the board game afterwards.
Are you doing that again this year?
Probably. I won't remake everything, but definitely at least the actual board, because I wasn't happy with how that turned out, and it won't last for very long because the tape and stuff. Like what happened with that is the glue didn't end up working, so I just put tape on it basically, and it's like, well, it'll hold together for a little while, but it's gonna, the tape's gonna come off eventually.
Yeah, that's rough. See, I built a board game, and I used like chipboard and linen paper and all the fancy stuff for the first time ever. And I was actually pretty happy with how it turned out, other than I used chipboard that was like the densest card. It's like, if you don't know what chipboard is, it's basically just cardboard, but it's more dense. This stuff was so dense, trying to cut it, like my arms are still sore from having to cut it with a razor blade. like 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. If you need to picture it better, all cereal boxes are made with chipboard, but cereal boxes is a very thin chipboard. So we're using chipboard that's like 10 times as thick
Yeah.
as
You want
cereal
it to,
boxes.
want the board game to last.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, anytime you make tiles or boards, you want to use chipboard, and cards you just use like linen paper glued together. I actually found like in my room, I found some thicker linen paper that I should have used.
What, you just have linen paper sitting around?
Well, I mean, I make cards all the time now.
Apparently.
That's like what I do for people's Christmas and birthday gifts. The only annoying thing is you want to use like a laser printer, and I don't have a way to laser print things cheap for free. People that like work at schools and stuff, they can just go in there and
Hey, I didn't use my school's laser printer.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Office Max like everybody else.
Office Max, yeah, it's like 60 cents a color copy, and it's like that adds up when you're doing 20 papers or more.
I mean, it was definitely the most expensive part
Yep.
of the game.
Yeah, like I have an ink printer at home, but you don't want to use ink printing on linen paper.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, it gets expensive. But if you have one yourself or work at somewhere that has it,
If we keep
it's
making
super
board
cheap.
games like this every year, we might just want to invest.
Yeah. I mean, they're not that expensive. The printers that do laser printing is more expensive, but once you've bought it, it's actually cheaper than ink because the actual toner
Ooh,
is cheaper than ink.
this lady.
It's a lady? I thought it was like a zombie or a ghost coming up behind him.
I could change it into that.
Someone who's just been eating candy the whole Christmas season.
It's supposed to be his wife.
That's unfortunate. I guess he's not much of a looker either.
They're very plain looking. She's put on some Christmas pounds. Thus, she has her comfy Christmas dress, day after Christmas dress on.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a comfy day after Christmas dress.
Yep. Her stubs.
They're like stocking. They're like pants.
Oh, okay. Oh, those were just her legs
It
ending.
may have originally been the plan. Yeah, but she's just... Let's see. So anyway, this is a traditional day after Christmas thing. Do you guys don't have a real Christmas tree? I don't have a real Christmas tree.
No. Because
Do you ever have a real
then you have
Christmas
to do
tree
this.
growing up? I don't think you
No,
ever did.
we've had this same tree that you saw at our house for as long as I can.
Yeah, growing up,
remember.
we always had one Christmas tree upstairs that was like the kids' Christmas tree,
Mm-hmm.
and one Christmas tree downstairs that was like the nice Christmas tree. So all of our like homemade ornaments went on the one upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and all the nice, presentable ornaments went downstairs. Although I guess there were some on the downstairs one too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to put some handmade ornaments because that's what's expected.
But I mean, that's pretty true. We had a real Christmas tree like 3 years, I think, growing up. Because like my parents' old Christmas tree like got old and started breaking. So
Right.
we were like, you know what, we'll just get a real Christmas tree for a while. And then I just remember pine needles everywhere. It smelled really good if you like that kind of thing. But
At least at the start, it smells good. If I wanted to smell, I'd probably just use a spray.
you wanted to smell?
No, like that smell. If I
If you
wanted
to smell nice, you'd use like
if I
cologne.
wanted that smell in my house, I would use a scent maker.
I always see those cans of stuff.
Yep. But I don't want that. Like I don't mind like going to the forest and taking in a smell of the pines, but I don't want my house having like a smell all the time. You know what I mean? Like I want to come to my house and not smell anything.
So this guy, he's always had a live Christmas tree for like his whole life.
Right.
And then this one year, his wife went to the store and bought a nice artificial Christmas tree.
Right.
And you think he's doing this on accident, maybe. But no, he hated the artificial. He missed the scent of the pine trees. So early in the morning, the day after Christmas, got up, grabbed the Christmas tree, grabbed his handy dandy wood chipper.
Yep. I mean, if you own a wood chipper,
yeah,
you're gonna use it. Like it would be disappointing to not have a Christmas tree to wood chip. Like that's clearly part of the experience for him.
It's true.
Since he bought himself a wood chipper.
You'll also notice there's no lights up on the house anymore because it's the day after Christmas, and that's the proper human being thing to do. Is take your lights down.
Take them down immediately after Christmas.
You don't want to be those people who leave up their lights for like 9-10 months, and then it's socially acceptable again, so they just leave them up again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't put lights on my house.
No, you do something worse than
this.
I
keep my Christmas tree up all year. What's wrong? It can be
You bought a house, and then all of a sudden, I came over, and there's always been a Christmas tree since the first Christmas.
Yeah. Why not?
You don't even okay, I could accept a Christmas tree, and I think this is a thing that could be, catch on in the world. I could accept it if people decorated it for the different seasons.
Well, but, I mean, see, the thing is, I decorate it for the different holidays. But there's only 2 holidays.
Oh, gosh.
Easter and Christmas.
I don't ever see Easter decorations on it.
It has it right now. It has that crown on the top, the purple crown.
That was up for Christmas, though.
Yeah, it's always up. It's always decorated for both.
See, that's not what I'm talking about.
The tree topper is an Easter thing, and then right under that is the angel.
Is it underneath that?
Yeah, the angel. I have 2 angels one on each side of the tree, right under the crown.
See, I could get it if it was like, all right, we've decorated the pine tree, because you just have to start calling it that most of the year. We've decorated it for Christmas. Now we take the decorations off, and it's just a tree for a month for like January. And then Valentine's Day rolls around, and you put like hearts on it.
Although the proper time to take
boxes
down
of chocolate. Your
decorations is like January 8th or whatever, because that's like the day they celebrate when the wise men came. Okay, maybe it's January. It's either 6th or 8th. I don't remember. Yeah, but it's like when they celebrate the wise men coming, and that's
I guess that could be socially acceptable. But again, if you had a Christmas tree up all year, I expect like a St. Patrick's tree and a 4th of July, Independence Day tree. I expect a Halloween tree and a Thanksgiving tree with like a giant turkey on the top.
Yeah, but none of those are holidays.
They are holidays.
No, holiday stands for holy day. We have 2 of those. The rest of them are just celebration days.
We have like Hallmark holidays.
No, those are celebration days.
I still think a Christmas tree could be acceptable all year if you decorated it for multiple different events throughout the year.
Yeah.
Like on your birthday, you stick like a birthday hat on the top.
Yeah, that's what the purple crown is.
That's not a birthday hat. That's a crown. You can't just say the decorations on your tree count for every holiday. I've seen them.
Most of them are just like family pictures.
There's icicle lights on your tree.
Yeah, well,
Those definitely don't make sense in August.
They aren't icicle spikes in August.
What are they? Just
spikes.
Shards of glass?
Yeah, shards of glass. Beautiful shards of glass.
It's not acceptable.
Because it's so hot outside. You put, you put like cold water on glass, and it shatters immediately.
I was thinking more like it melts the sand outside in Arizona, but that works too.
And that's what it represents. It represents the fact that in Arizona, all glass gets shattered.
Well, it's still not acceptable, no matter how you try to spin this. But good old Frank here took down his Christmas tree, his Christmas lights, the like midnight on Christmas night. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like the bell strikes midnight. It's this 26th, and he's like, take down the lights. I'll wait till morning to destroy the tree.
Mm-hmm.
He's considerate of his neighbors. He's not going to wake them up.
Right.
But he's not having an artificial tree again, that's for sure. his wife, who's got a turtleneck dress. Just
It's not even turtleneck. It's just like the dress is a square that goes up to her
like
chin.
I said, nobody is dressing up fancy the day after Christmas. They put on their comfiest clothes. They get some cleaning done. They eat some Christmas presents that are edible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat the non-food products. But why don't you come over? No, you don't have to come over here. I'll give you the drawing apparatus.
We changed how we do it now.
I'll give you the drawing apparatus, and I can talk about my Christmas day.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay. Well, I have to draw something now. I should have been thinking about this somewhat.
I'll tell you, as an adult of the age of 30, day after Christmas, you're just tired. I'm tired.
Day of Christmas, you're just tired.
Yeah, I mean, the day before Christmas, I was also tired.
Mm-hmm. I think might just be all perpetually
You
tired
know
now.
what? You're starting to make a point.
Yeah.
But
Like today, you messaged me and you're like, "Hey, you want to come over and do the recording that we have to do for our fans?" And I was like,
I mean that we get to do for our fans.
I want to sleep, but I guess I have no choice.
You were on your way to the gym. That's the opposite of tired.
I did go to the gym. That's true. But I was tired.
Well, yeah.
Then I went to the gym and then I was more tired.
That explains why it took another 5 hours for you to come over.
No, that was because my sister came over with her kids.
Were they tired?
They didn't seem tired one bit. Well, my sister and her husband were tired.
Your sister's not 30 yet either, though, so she has
Yeah, she's
time.
29.
I remember 29.
And I was 29 when we did that.
The video
we
we
were both
released?
29 when
Oh,
we were
that's
with
true.
that video we released.
So young. So I was still tired, I think. The point is, Christmas is a tiring day, especially when you spend it with all of your family like I did. See, we went over to my parents' place. We always go. My grandparents, my aunt, my uncle, cousins, my parents. Oh gosh, that head went longer than it should have been. My parents' 6 kids who were all younger than me that they've like adopted or are fostering. It was a house full of children.
I saw your uncle at church.
Yeah, he went to church before he came over. Because you went to a different church, not our church,
Yeah.
for Christmas morning.
Yeah, I went to my brother's church.
Which is also my uncle's church and my other uncle's church.
Yes.
Complicated. But yeah, we did the whole tradition. See, my family does lots of presents because that's like how my grandma grew up doing it. And she likes to have lots of presents, so she gets everybody presents. And we love it. But because there's so many of us opening lots of presents, we do it in like shifts. Like you open presents for like a half hour, and then you have to take a food break.
Mm-hmm.
You go take a 10-minute break, and then you open presents for another half hour, another food break. And we have the same foods every year. We have like chicken salad and egg salad, and normally we have pasta salad, but Mom, if you're listening, you didn't make pasta salad this year.
You know she doesn't listen.
Yeah, but one day she'll listen to this and she'll remember that Christmas 2022, she forgot to make pasta salad, and we all never forgave her. But she had everything else that, normal Christmas oh gosh, his feet. Is that a foot?
What?
What?
Yeah, it's a foot.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, it's
The foot mangler?
no, it's the sock is too long.
Oh, okay.
You know how it is.
I'm glad there's a sock, and that's not like a toe.
You can see like the stripes of the top of the sock, and then it socks too long. Too long socks.
Having a sock on that's too long is like really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like having a sock on that's too small. It's also
Yeah.
really uncomfortable. Socks really aren't that complicated, but
Very true. But see, you think this guy is standing here because that's how I started off drawing him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He is.
If you tell me he's sitting down, then
He's laying on a bed. But he's like falling off the bed and slightly floating.
What the heck's happening to this guy? His head's not on the bed. His
Yeah.
head's like hanging off the bed.
His bed, he's like, he just, so like, he's wearing his clothes, his sock is still on, but he just plopped on bed.
You know, I didn't make it. I didn't say anything about it when you drew it, but that mustache is fantastic.
Yeah, I drew the mustache because I was trying to think of what to draw. See, I'm still haven't fully decided what I'm drawing.
Is this what happened to you the day after Christmas? You grew a mustache suddenly and put on some socks that were too big?
He's got, this is the headboard of the,
See, the day after Christmas truly is the day when you're a kid for playing with all of your new presents. And you're like, you got the new video game, so you spend all day playing it, or you got some new Nerf guns, so you play with your Nerf guns, or you eat a whole bag of candy that you got the day before. In my case, I got a can of mixed honey roasted peanuts by Planters. And I ate like 2/3 of it last night and this morning for breakfast.
well,
It made me feel kind of sick, but that's what you do. You play with your new toys. When you're an adult, it's like you sleep. I also played with some of my new toys. I got a Nerf gun. I get a Nerf gun almost every Christmas.
interesting.
Yeah, that's great. Nerf makes a lot of cool things. When you're a kid, you want every Nerf gun. And when you're an adult, you have money to buy lots of Nerf guns, and it's unfortunate. When my first job in high school,
I don't think I ever wanted all of the Nerf guns.
you know, all of them, but they constantly come out with new ones.
Yeah, I was always fine with, the having one that worked. I didn't really need more than one.
Wow, what a simple man you are.
I mean, if you have one that's good, what's the point of more?
Because it might be better than your old one.
They never are.
I mean,
In fact, they always get weaker because of like regulations and stuff.
there was an era of Nerf guns where they got weak. Like, I don't know what pushback Nerf was getting, but they like made them so weak, and they started advertising them only for like shooting at targets.
Yeah, like don't ever dare point at a human.
It's like when Nerf started selling like safety goggles, and you're like, what, Nerf? These guns are barely even powerful enough to make it to the target, first of all.
This person is not standing where I was planning to make them stand.
This is so weird. They're like standing on his chest, as far as I can tell. This is the weirdest day after Christmas ever.
See, I'm drawing this like sideways now.
I can tell.
Her legs are real long compared to
If you tilt your head, it doesn't look too bad.
hand very mangled. Also, it's a girl, even though the haircut is the worst.
That's kind of what girls look like when they have long hair and then they chop it off all of a sudden. And then they ask you, like, how's it look? And you're like, it looks like you chopped off all your hair. And now you're just hoping it'll grow back.
Okay, let's see if I can write weirdly. I can't even write
Oh, gosh.
normal.
You turn the tablet.
No. This is what I've decided to do.
Well, while you're doing that, I was saying that my first job in high school was I started working at Target. And when you get money as a teenager and you don't have bills, really, it's dangerous. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to spend your money when you're a teenager. I spent it on a lot of just pointless stuff, but I bought Nerf guns like every month I worked at Target for the first few months. I would buy a new Nerf gun. Because, like, here's the thing. In retail shops, because I always worked in, like, the electronics and toys section of Target, right before Christmas, like a few months before Christmas, all the new toys come out that are going to be, like, the Christmas toys. And then as soon as Christmas is over, it's, like, all picked over and, like, all the toys are gone because people bought them for Christmas. So then January rolls around and they start coming out with all the new toys for the next year. So I bought more Nerf guns then than any other point in my life. because growing up, I always wanted Nerf guns. But my parents were like, you already have like 10 Nerf guns. So that was my rebellion as a teenager. Bought a lot of Nerf guns. Isn't that a lovely story?
Nope.
I don't know why Nerf guns are like the toy I think of when I think of Christmas. But they are. I think it's because I literally have just gotten them for so many years. Legos, that's another pretty big toy. Used to get Transformers too, back when toys were cool.
Yeah, especially on Easter. I always got like one Transformer on Easter.
I still have some of my Transformers too. Here's the thing. Most of my toys from like probably 5th grade up, I still have.
Mm-hmm.
And I regret some of the toys that my parents threw out from like before that time.
You're a strange one.
Yeah, I'm like a weird hoarder in the sense that I like to hold on to stuff like that.
I think you're a normal hoarder.
No, I don't have like newspapers lining the hallways and like, you know.
That's like an old person hoarder.
Yeah, I'm a young man hoarder.
Yeah. Why? Like you've never had a newspaper. Why would you be hoarding them?
I mean,
I don't even know how to spell tired.
Just add a D. Well, you're not even writing sideways anymore. Why are those letters so wobbly?
Well, because he's wobbly, like he's saying it.
Is she standing next to the bed?
Yeah, next to the bed. She has really long legs.
Really long legs. Because I thought she was.
He married her for the legs.
Why did you not do this drawing? Just the normal direction. Like him lying in bed horizontally in the frame and her standing vertically. You have to like turn this picture on its side.
There's her foot, so you know.
Wow. That is quite the woman.
Very dainty feet. For how long her legs are.
Why does he sleep in that bed with his head hanging off? His feet are at the head of the bed. He
just fell asleep. He's still wearing his clothes from Christmas, and he barely made it to bed, and fell asleep, and then he never got up.
You should add an apostrophe to I'm a wobbly one because he's tired. Don't do it. Oh, God. No. No. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let you look stupid. That's the worst. I mean, both of our drawings are kind of like sad adult day after Christmas. The day after Christmas, let's just wrap it up like this. The day after Christmas is a wonderful day. I used to look forward to the day after Christmas almost more than Christmas because we'd always come over to your place and just play with our new stuff and show you what we got. And you'd always get some new video game we could play together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of the video games I got growing up.
I mean, that's still what we're doing.
Yeah, it's true. We are going to go play a video game after this. I got the new Kirby game for Christmas, Bench.
Oh,
we can play that 2-player.
That is 2-player.
I know. It's
I was
sad
gonna
to me.
put quotes around my name, but I guess I don't need to.
It might be Ben. Ben should do this. Definitely not like a toddler. Decided the bed should be vertical. You made this drawing so much harder for yourself than it needed to be.
Yeah, but that's where it's fun. That's the fun of it.
That apostrophe is not fun. It's frustrating.
I can put another one.
Now it looks like the M is in quotes.
Single quotes.
Oh, gosh. Well, our Christmases were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the day after Christmas now, when we're going to go play with our Christmas toys. I'll show you my new Nerf gun.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
You don't have to show me your new Nerf gun.
You'll like it though. It's like my other best Nerf gun. You know, the revolver one, but it's better.
Okay. We haven't done like a Nerf battle in a long time.
That's not true. Our church hosts them sometimes.
Oh, I guess I don't count that because I don't.
Hey, I have
Do it.
a Nerf gun from like the last 15 Christmases
Mm-hmm.
downstairs in a bin. We can have a
Yeah.
Nerf battle right now. Like after we're done recording.
We could, but wouldn't a nap be so much better?
Unfortunately, that does sound better because we're old.
Yeah, and Christmas is so tiring. Like
It
Christmas Eve, like everyone came to my house. Like Isaac
Yeah.
and his wife and his
good
sister and my sister and her husband and kids and some other friends came to my house. And that was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was like I said,
had
the whole week leading
I
up
had to do a lot of things
it
to
was a good-
prepare for people.
it was
to come to my
nice.
house.
We had a good time. Now we have to have like a we need like a dedicated day to just
Mhm.
play with our toys from Christmas. I got some board games.
Mhm.
We'll have like a Nerf battle board game video game day.
Yeah, I got tools, so
You can bring those.
can-
We could fix something.
fix something.
You can wear your new Tyranitar shirt.
I wore that on Christmas.
Oh, see, I didn't get to see that then.
Yeah,
That's
that's
sad.
true. You didn't get to see it, but your uncle did.
What an honor.
Yep.
Well, we do hope that you didn't miss us too much yesterday and that you are having a wonderful day after Christmas today.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird releasing a video on a Monday, although this whole week you just lose track of what even day of the
Yeah.
week it is.
Yeah, both of us work for the school system, so these
Yeah.
last 2 weeks we haven't even had work.
I mean, week, yeah, but yeah, like I.
Well, yeah, last week and
My
this
days have all
week.
blurred together because I literally
Mhm.
have just been like the last week has been like getting stuff ready for Christmas,
Yeah,
and now
yeah, lots of things to do and lots of events, but none of them are normal events. Like we normally have on
Mhm.
Wednesdays, we do youth group.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope. So all of our normal events that help us know what day it is didn't
true.
happen.
and not having yeah, it's been good. But let's go play with our Christmas toys, shall we?
Goodbye, everyone.
And merry day after Christmas.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.